historic hill community in Easton is the oldest continually occupied African-American neighborhood still in existence in the country. Talbot County is also the birthplace of famous writer, statesman, and abolitionist Frederick Douglass.
Not only that, but his living relatives still call Talbot County their home, and those descendants of Douglass are carrying on his work of championing human rights. We'd like to introduce Terrence Bailey Sr. He is the founder of Operation Frederick Douglass on the Hill. Thank you for being here this afternoon.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, can you explain your relation to Frederick Douglass?
I am the 5 times great-grandson of his brother, Perry, his older brother, the firstborn of Harriet Bailey.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right. So what compelled you to start this organization?
It's one of the things I noticed, like, when we did the genealogy, what have you, and one of the questions in my mind was, you know, how would African-American kids act if they knew where they came from? So, like, if you're a relative of, let's say, William Still, whose family are the architects of the Underground Railroad, how, you know, would you have done better in school? If you had known better, you know, if you had known more about your genealogy. And from what I've seen, I think that's true. Knowing where you come from, and some people can be the difference between a master's degree or the penitentiary. Because if you know that you come from something, you act like you are something. A lot of times when you think you come from nothing, you feel like you are nothing.
It's interesting. That makes sense.
I like that, yeah. Tell us a little bit about the mural on the rail trail.
The mural was commissioned by the family of Michael Rosado, who did the Take My Hand mural of Harriet Tubman, did the mural. The mural is a 400-year history of African Americans coming into Oxford, Maryland, to the slave docks in Oxford, Maryland, and all the way from that point all the way to Kamala Harris.
Okay.
So, and the goal is to expand on that and to build an African American cultural center, which will be an international destination, hopefully in the Hill community, in the oldest free black community still in existence in the United States. And the goal is for that cultural center to expound on the mural by starting the history 100 years prior to the transatlantic slave trade, and then up to modern day.
Okay.
So
in your research with Frederick Douglass, was there anything that surprised you about him?
You know, when you watch movies and all that stuff about Uncle Frederick, and you know he's this statesman, and he speaks a certain way, and I just stop and think, you know, when we're talking with elders in the family or whatnot, you know, in those speeches that he would have given, he would have had an Eastern Shore twang. You know, the way he would have talked the way we talk with the Eastern Shore accent. But in the movies and stuff, you never see that, and you never think of it. Wait a minute, the Eastern Shore is what made him. The Eastern Shore is what gave him his thought process, his mentality. He would have spoke like us, and he was a self-proclaimed shoreman.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Can you talk to us about the inaugural Frederick Douglass Unity Day?
See, we put that event purposely in between Juneteenth and 4th of July. There's a lot of people who are not going to celebrate Juneteenth. There's a lot of people who don't celebrate 4th of July. So Unity Day is a day for everybody to come together, Eastern Shore style, over hot crabs, some nice fried catfish, all you can eat fried chicken. Actually, the catfish, the corn on the cob, and the fried chicken is all you can eat for $60. There will be a car competition, classic car competition, motorcycle, truck. We got trophies, handing out trophies. A community kickball game. So bring your team, try to win the trophy, get bragging rights, and come back and defend your title again next year. A double dutch competition, bounce house for the kids, and we got some great sponsors. So this event is to bring together people who wouldn't ordinarily come together over some hot crabs and cold beer, which is co-sponsored by the VFW of Easton, and we have the Tillman Seafood Company is supplying 150 pounds of catfish.
Wow!
If we got 150 pounds of catfish, 20 bushels of crabs, and 10 cases of chicken, please come by this.
I'm sold. So where and when is the event?
It's at the VFW in Easton by the Amish Market. It starts on Saturday, the 29th at 2 o'clock, and we're going to go until it gets dark. So,
all right. Roll the crabs around.
and everything is going to be steamed and fried right in front of you. There's nothing coming pre-cooked, and it's being catered by Thomas Catering, Salisbury, Maryland. India Thomas is going to be frying up everything right there in front of you.
All right. Terrence Bailey, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so
much. Thank you for all
me.
you do. That's amazing.
I need a nap.
Go take a nap.
If you're thinking about putting in a pool or simply need your current one serviced, up next we'll tell you about the best team to bring in to help you out.
But first, let's check out the lineup on Delmarva Sports Network. Maryland Summer